And you can check out more by, just taking the leap and going there. Or you can go to oasisaqualounge.com. And they also have, they've kind of rejuvenated their YouTube channel. So that's a great way to kind of I
didn't even know they had a YouTube
channel. They did
exciting.
Back in the day, and then they're kind of not doing too much with it. But now they're posting a lot. And there's a lot of great stuff on there right now. So go check out Oasis Aqua Lounge on YouTube as well. Our next fantastic sponsor. We're recording this on Pride Month. It's not going to air on Pride Month. I recognize that. But my next lovely sponsor is Unicorn Collaborators. Have you heard of this?
I have.
Oh, yeah.
I have. And I've seen them, I think, on your posts as well.
Oh, Unicorn Collaborators. Yeah. They're leather makers. They're two queer unicorns that have been doing leather work in Toronto for about 5 years now. I'm going to show you one of their lovely thigh harnesses. Now, I purchased this lovely dildo.
I like how there's not really red in the dildo, so the red comes through.
Yeah, right. Yeah, totally.
Good. And it also you did it very well by choosing this one. It fades into the red, the purple, and I'm real into color.
It's just all types of aesthetically pleasing. Yeah. And this is a thigh harness. It is super adjustable. One great thing about Unicorn Collaborators is that they make products for all body types. So they're either going to have a product with a million different sizes, or it's going to be hella adjustable. This is a lovely thigh harness, which is a lovely... I love to fuck with my thigh. I love to fuck with my thigh. Nope. And they do all kinds of things. Also, this fantastic double cuff bracelet that I happen to be wearing.
I love it.
This gold leather.
They made that.
Oof, yeah.
Super into it.
Oh, yeah. The second cuff can fold out and be a pair of handcuffs.
I love when leather just can be anything that's not black.
Oh, yeah. And right? They do the basic black, but
black is still nice, but that...
They do colors. They do beautiful colors.
Yeah.
They do metallics. It's get into it.
You just made a sale.
Right? You want this? If you want this, you can go to Unicorn Collaborators. They're on all types of social media. They have an Etsy shop. There are U Collaborators on Twitter, Unicorn Collaborators on everything else, and unicorncollaborators@gmail.com is their website. DM them for inquiries. They're also located at comeasyouare.com, which is my next sponsor.
What a great segue.
Right. Unicorn Collaborators is on comeasyouare.com, which is a website on a awesome trans-owned, trans-operated business that is originated here in Toronto. They are a feminist. They're anti-capitalist. They're fantastic. Mm-hmm. And I've got a coupon code for everyone that's listening and watching. If you check out at comeasyouare.com, you'll get a 15% discount if you put in the coupon code BEDPOST, BEDPOST, at comeasyouare.com.
Come As You Are is actually one of my sponsors.
Really? For Playground?
No, for Playground, but also for Tell Me Something Good, which is my monthly sexy storytelling event.
That you do with Claire A.H. Yeah, at the Glad Day Bookshop.
At the Glad Day, yeah.
Yeah, sexy storytelling is fun.
It is a whole thing.
Ooh, it's a thing.
Yeah, it's fun. And the thing that I like about our storytelling event compared to other ones, where other ones usually have people that they've set up. So they're featuring this person and this person. We're just no,
it's not curated.
It's all audience. So it gives the audience an opportunity for those people who maybe have never done storytelling before. And there's actually so many of them. I find this happens every single month. We'll be okay, how many first timers do we have? And there's a ton of people. And then when somebody comes up to the front, they're well, I'm a first timer. And they've never spoken in front of anyone about anything often. And then they're let me tell you about that time that he did this thing to my clit. And I'm what the?
Who are you right now?
And often you can see it on their faces when they're yes, this. Oh, I've realized I have found my place.
Yeah, somebody telling a story, a sexy story specifically for the first time, you can see things dropping in all throughout the story.
I love it.
Some people have literally never said it out loud. How powerful is that?
You must relate to how I feel because I'm so used to just standing in front of people and sort of awkwardly being masturbation, boobs, whatever. But, there was this time I did this thing and I feel kind of awkward about it, but I'm also so used to just doing it. So to see those first timers come up, I'm wow.
That first experience.
I remember what it was like to never talk about.
Yeah. Oh, that's exciting.
All of this
as hell for you.
Yeah.
And that is exciting as hell for us to witness it.
Yeah,
totally.
So it's one thing that I'm really grateful for in terms of the work that I have done in sex education and poly stuff and Yeah, is to be able to see those first timers have those
Moments.
because I remember those moments myself. Usually they're after like 3 hours of fighting when we're like, why did you do that? And then I'm like, oh, I've just had a
wait.
revelation.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah, totally.
So I like that it happens for other people in easier ways. Really selling this non-monogamy thing.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, going back to non-monogamy, I feel like something that a lot of people ask about. This is one of those topics that every polyamory, anything,
Preparing my radio response.
yeah, like talks about is jealousy.
Yep.
Jealousy.
Yep.
Which at one for veterans are probably like, ugh, but it needs to be addressed.
It needs to be talked about,
Yeah.
because it is the thing that people want to know about all the time. Whether I'm having a conversation with a friend, whether I'm on a radio station and people are calling in, people are just like, "What about jealousy?"
Yeah, I could never. I could never.
Oh,
do
and
that.
the I could nevers as well. I'm
could
like,
never.
I never asked you, Susan. It's always Susan.
It's always
apologies to anybody named Susan.
Sorry, Susan.
That you're on my shit list. You've never done anything to me personally, but there it is.
But Susan.
So what do I say when it comes to jealousy? I say a few different things, and one of them is like, jealousy's not actually a thing. Jealousy is a lot of things. And I think that we're so used to, in a monogamous society, saying jealousy, one thing, that's it, I feel it, the end, and never unpacking it. And it's so important to
It's very
unpack it.
nuanced and
because
layered.
Jealousy could be envy. It could just be sadness. It could be insecurity. It could be loneliness. It could just be a general depression. Like, there are so many things that sort of encompass the onion that is jealousy, a stinky onion. And also, it's not really a good thing, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. I think that we really need to point that out. Like, it's not a good thing to just say, I'm jealous, too bad. Not a good thing. But the fact that you feel it, that can be okay, and we can work through that. And I think that for the idea that to get to this sort of poly ideal where you're never going to be jealous is unrealistic.
Yeah, I think that's the thing to say. Like, even people that have been
Even
practicing
people-
poly forever.
I have been non-monogamous for 12 years. My husband hasn't dated anyone for probably 3 years now, or 4 years. And my boyfriend hasn't dated anyone for a while. For a while we were seeing someone together, but then that sort of petered off. So if either of them, and I'm 12 years in and I've done all of it, I've done the sex parties, I've done the group sex, I've done the girlfriends, boyfriends, all of it.
Yep. Done the triad, done the, everything.
Been there.
Everything.
If either of them were to suddenly start dating someone, I'd be like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how. I don't. That for me, it also comes down to I've developed chronic pain in the past 4 or 5 years, so I really feel vulnerable in that I rely on them to take care of me. So all of a sudden, if they're not taking care of me because they're taking care of someone else, I'm gonna feel some fucking ways.
You're gonna
so
feel
I know
things.
that if that happens, I'm gonna have to work through some stuff.
Yeah.
Because jealousy,
And that's
is-
life, and you're
Yeah.
a fucking human with
Yeah.
emotions.
Yeah, and there are people who are out there who are not jealous, who don't experience it, and like
Yeah.
you were saying,
my
like,
very rare, unique flower of a friend that I was just mentioning. Like
they
the
exist,
compersion-y.
and they might
Yeah.
have 1 or 2 issues very rarely.
I'm sure
but,
she does, but
they
yeah.
exist. But
it's
they're-
rare, and
yeah,
and
they're
we
not
all feel
sort of
jealousy.
a standard to reach to.
Yeah.
because
right. Good
if
point.
you can't reach to it, it's okay. You know, like people have this expectation.
You don't need to.
You don't need
to do
I'm 12
non-monogamy.
years in, and I'm fucking terrible at it. It is the one thing I have actually said to my partners, and it's another confession time.
Confessional
I have
moment.
said, honestly, if you were monogamous and I could get to still be non-monogamous,
That is
that
what
would
I
be
would
my
choose.
ideal. I'm not happy when you do this.
Yeah.
I have such trouble with compersion.
Yeah.
Unless it's right in front of me. Everyone is naked.
Great.
And I can see it happening.
Great.
When
that's
it comes
still non-monogamy. That is a way you can do it.
I'm like, yes,
Loving
good.
this.
Look at you going down on her. That's fantastic. Keep that
Yeah.
up. No, don't stop. She's almost done. That's suddenly the compersion that I take on. But like, you're
Fantastic.
going on a date. What, you took her to that restaurant that I wanted
We've
to
been
go
to one time.
What? Yeah. So
But I mean, that goes back to that like thing we're talking about, equality.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Great. Like that, as you are practicing, that is a thing that can work.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
you can have a husband and a boyfriend who are not seeing anyone else.
And they're not jealous of each other. Like, we all live together.
Yeah.
But if my mother-in-law likes to ask me that, she's like, well, what if what if he got a girlfriend and she just moved in? I'm like, well,
I
first
would be
of
jealous
all,
as fuck.
Yeah, I'd
And-
be jealous as fuck. But
and
first of all, it
no.
wouldn't just happen. It's not going to be like, hey, here's Sandra. Bring her in. Oh, I don't know why I said Sandra. That's my sister-in-law's name. That's where I first jumped to.
You meant to say Susan.
Susan. I meant to say Susan.
That bitch.
Fuck you, Susan.
But like, yeah, that's a thing that we would have a family discussion about,
Of course.
obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing about jealousy that I find so frustrating is how in monogamous culture, it is often so celebrated. You know,
Oh,
like,
yeah, it means you love
my boyfriend
them.
got jealous.
It
oh,
means you
yeah.
really-
Well, he really, really likes me. No, it means he's insecure and
Yeah.
probably dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, get yourself away. There's a Jonas Brothers song. I don't know which. It's one of the Jonas Brothers, and it's all about being jealous. And I'm like, no, this should not be what we are listening to on the radio, because it's basically enforcing the idea that, like, it's fine to be jealous. And it's like,
Yeah.
no. It's
Like
not
it
fine,
is,
but
it is. It's normal.
not fine,
and
but it's fine.
Yeah.
If you're gonna look at it and unpack it and open that onion back, then okay.
Yeah. So what do we do when